Let's take a look at the gallery. We have two types of gallery blocks. So the first three blocks come with a filter. We can filter gallery items based on certain criteria. And the second type of gallery, the fourth block, is just a plain grid of thumbnails and captions. So let's take a look at the filter gallery first. Let's see the layout. So it's gallery section in container, and then we have a title, and then we have a filter list, which is, if we look at the code, is just a normal unordered list with class filter, and then each filter item has a special attribute called data filter. And here we specify the selector which is used for filtering the images. So we will take a look at this a bit later. And then we have a row, and then there is a wrapper for gallery, and within this we have gallery items which are actually bootstrap columns. So each gallery item is in its own bootstrap column. And like we could change images and links and texts like we usually do in Pinegrow, just select appropriate element and then go and edit them. We can use helper properties which are defined for gallery items. So select gallery item, and then in prop panel we have here fields for thumbnail, image, link and caption. So let's go ahead and change the first gallery item. So we need smaller image that is used as a thumbnail, and then the second image is the large image that will open when we click on view icon. I'm using shift click to interact with the page. Gallery item, we can also change the caption and link. I'm not sure where this will actually go. Okay, let's do another one. Second gallery item. So small thumbnail should be about 800 by 600, or at least of the same proportions. And you can actually use different sizes, but all gallery items thumbnail should have same size, so that the gallery looks good and that the layout doesn't break. So let's see how can we add more gallery items. So the easiest way is select one and then duplicate it. But we notice that although we can see new items appear in the tree, we don't see them on the page. The reason for this is that JavaScript code for filtering images is also setting the height of the section. So when we make change like this, especially when we add new elements, we have to go page, refresh, to actually see them. And if we don't want items, we can simply delete their columns. And again, page refresh will update the display. Okay, let's see how the filter works. So, take a look at the code, and as mentioned before, we have data filter property, which specifies a jQuery selector which will determine which columns will be shown. So for all, we just use the star. The star means any element. So when we click on all, first artwork, and then when we click on all columns are visible. The second item has data filter dot artwork. So dot means class. So this means that only the gallery items with class artwork will be shown. So let's click on artwork, and we get a couple of items, and let's check. Item, you see the class artwork is here, and each gallery item can have more than one filter classes. This one, for example, has photography and artwork. So when I click on photography, this image is also shown. Okay, let's change the filter. So let's add a new item, and we call it sunsets, or sunset will be better, and the class will be dot sunset. Let's refresh the page, click on sunset, but the selection is empty because we also need to assign the class sunset to gallery items that will be shown when we filter by sunset. And we have to assign the class on the gallery item, on the column. We can add class here, or we could also edit the code. Assign. So let's try, and our sunset is displayed. All the first three gallery blocks are very similar. The difference is the width of columns, so the grid is different, and also like this gallery has additional field for gallery item. It's just a paragraph with a caption, but everything else works the same. Okay, and now the fourth gallery, it's a bit different. It has no pop-up, it has no filter, it's more simple. Also there is a row, and then there are columns. Each gallery item is its own column. And if we want to change image, we have to select the image element, and then in properties we select another image. And to edit the text, the best way, the safest way so that we don't mess up something, is by selecting the thick caption element and then using edit code to change the title or the text, and also the link for view more.